Be honest, do you complain a lot about the TF2 economy, or just regularly complain in general? I certainly did, and in fact, still do, just a little bit. It's frustrating when a week passes by and you make a fraction of what you usually do, or even none at all. But what if all this time the problem was actually me? I arguably could have put in a little more effort yesterday so that things run smoothly today. We all have 24 hours in a day, and imagine how much time you're wasting that could have been put into improving your trades. Why is it so common to slip into making excuses? And if we keep making excuses, our trading results will be mediocre at best. All of your time and effort will be wasted if you aren't even projected to make it big due to half assing it all. But as the years went by, I realized I needed to drop the excuses and put in the work. I had to go through a transformation of self improvement. And as I humbled myself to all my flaws, bit by bit, I was making more profit. I stopped feeling bad that I procrastinated the work I had to finish, and eventually, I became so good at price checking and giving advice that trust and respect accumulated on my name by various traders within the community. And it's not even in just trading. I recently picked up playing Two Cities and Mecha Engine on MVM, and within 2 weeks, I'm already regarded as playing better than most high tours. Imagine having that top 1% mindset. With this new mentality, you can finally drop your excuses and start making progress. Before you know it, you've progressed towards completing all of your big goals, fulfilled all your desires, and people start putting respect on your name. Now, let me hand it over to FishCrimes, who will discuss what separates the best traders from the rest.
There are a number of reasons why one might make excuses. Let's just look at a few. Number 1. Excuses protect your ego. In his book, The Art of War, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles, Stephen Pressfield discusses the idea that we actually live two lives: the life that we live and the unlived life within us. In this case, your unlived life is that of one of a trader, making boatloads of profits, and your real life is one where you are making up excuses for why you are unable to live your unlived life. Pressfield also went on to state that the force between the two was resistance. In this case, your weak-ass excuses for why you are bad at trading. Woe is me, TF2 is dying, ergo I cannot profit. Me is woe, bots are too over-centralizing, ergo I cannot profit. Number 2, excuses are easy to make. As excuses often do not follow any sort of logic, very little thinking is required to produce them. How much research do you think went into this comment? How qualified is this person to be making generalized statements about an entire economy? Do you think they could produce evidence supporting this statement? Number 3. Conversely, improvements are very difficult to identify. To improve at trading, you need to see where you went wrong. That means you need to set aside time to document the trades you made in detail. That includes calculating cash-to-key conversions where necessary, and creating a readable central resource for yourself. Then you need to go back and analyze the trades that failed. This is already hard because of my first point. Looking back at your failures will be painful. Once you are able to rip off the emotional bandage and look at your failures, you will need to logically figure out why you failed. This is doubly challenging because you won't always know why you failed, so you will need to make educated inferences. This is why coaches review VODs with their team, to see where the team went wrong and what they can improve on. It is also why professional gamers review their gameplay VODs. You should treat this process like VOD review. Look at your past trades, emotionally process your failures, take detailed notes, and make suggestions for next time. If you have improved at video games via VOD review before, you can improve at trading. Even after you identify areas for improvements, you are now tasked with implementing them. You have to deconstruct your old habits and replace them with new ones. The old credo goes, old habits die hard. Improving is generally not a fun process. Everything I described is meticulous and time-consuming. This is time that could be spent doing something you enjoy more than improving. If this is a deal breaker, profit trading is probably not for you.
Well said, FishCrimes. People love events such as unboxing an unusual, making 100 keys profit in a single trade, or receiving a full pure trade offer. However, the process or the execution always goes under the radar. Let's sum up what FishCrimes discussed about improving. Excuses protect your ego. You have an unlived life of being a successful trader, and the reality of today where you're not happy with where you are. What separates the two is called resistance, which are often excuses blamed on something else instead of the individual themselves. Excuses are easy to make. Since excuses do not follow much logic and are highly dependent on emotions, critical thinking is thrown out the window. Are your fellow traders that quit have massive inventories built up by trading over a long period of time? Or have they jumped onto the bandwagon of comments complaining that earbuds crashing, the abundance of trading bots, and lack of updates already killed TF2 entirely? Improvements are very difficult to identify. Not everyone can be successful in trading, or else being successful in trading means nothing and holds no value. The fact that it is difficult makes it rewarding. In order to improve, you need to review your past trades and see what can be better. Implementing improvements. Theory is worthless without practicality. It doesn't matter if you have a million ideas to make profit or knew every minute detail, you have to shed away your current identity in order to become your new identity who is able to progress towards your dream goals. Old habits die hard. And finally, improving is generally not a fun process. This is the exact reason why many decide to drop out. Improving is hard. Improving is time consuming. Improving is boring. Your time could be spent on instant gratification instead of trading's delayed gratification. But if you are able to consistently improve, you will be successful one day, my friend. In conclusion, the resistance between improvement and excuses are what separate the best traders from everyone else. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more TF2 trading tips and insights. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. Make sure to check out FishCrimes and subscribe to him. His content is very interesting and entertaining. His YouTube link will be in the description box of this video. Happy trading and see you in the next video.